Hey everybody, just in the process of making some Ram Power Snare extension cables. Alright, so what this cable is 8 feet in length from tip to tip. This is 3/32 7x7 aircraft cable. And currently it costs me $1.48 to make these. Now remember, this is Canadian prices. Everything in Canada is twice as much as you Yanks. I wish I lived there. But anyways, if you wanted to buy this online, this would cost you $4.17. All right, so you pay $50 a dozen for this cable. Now, the ones online, they're 8 feet in length, just like this. They have a swivel though, right? So there's a little bit of an upgrade. So they have a swivel, but they have a loop, okay, like this on either end. All right, I'll tell you why I do my loops as wide or a little bit wider than the Power Snare itself. I'm sure you guys already know this, but those of you who don't, because chances are with those ones that are looped like this, you're going to be taking a carabiner and hooking it on and Bob's your uncle, which is fine. But there's 2 feet of additional cable that goes all the way around this. Okay, so it's actually 12 feet of cable, 2 ferrules, and the option to be able to loop it around and hook it in the bottom. All right, so what I have here is a roll of 500 foot 7x7 3/32 aircraft cable, and as a result of being on this spool, it's formed a memory. Okay, so let's see what happens if you try to flip it up and fold it on top of itself without following the memory. And it flips, right? So it's meeting resistance, okay? And it's not, you're gonna have that the whole time. This cable is gonna fight against itself constantly. It's gonna get bunched up, tangled, whereas if you just follow the memory, so just let it hang, right? And just bring it to itself and crimp it there, and it's done. All right, one more thing. If you know you're gonna be using 12 feet, unwind 12 feet as soon as possible, right? Because like, what's that? It's just taut, right? So what I used to do is I used to unwind, say 10 feet, because I know I'm going to be using 8 feet on one end. So I unwind it and I not cut it here, okay? And so it'd still be attached to the spool. And then I'm wondering why, on the other end, it's resisting me. It's like an extension cord, right? If an extension cord is on the wall or attached to a tool, or it's not thoroughly unwound, it is going to be unpliable. And you won't be able to do anything about it. You won't be able to make it straight. So if you're going to be needing 12 feet, take 12 feet out so you can actually straighten it out. Because what do you do with an extension cord when you want to straighten it out? Is unplug it, untie it, unwind it, and straighten it out. Make sure nothing's hindering it. Cut it with a half decent pair of clippers, okay? Cut it evenly, okay? Because you don't want it to just have jagged edges in there, because that's gonna affect the tension. All right? All right, so I'm just showing you the primary tool of what I'm using right now. Now this is just a fence crimper, okay, that I bought at PV Mart in Saskatchewan, okay? Now, in Canada, this will cost you $70. I'm sure it's like $35 in the States, okay? But if you want a bench top crimper specifically made for 3/32, 1/16, 3/64, you're going to be paying over a couple $100, which I want to get someday. But this is my jerry-rigged version of a cheap ass crimper. Okay, so this crimper you know, 60, 70 bucks, depending on where you get it. All right, now this is my way of doing it one-handed, and I just took some flashing and drilled it into the side of my workbench. All right, so I'm going to take you through the process of crimping down these ferrules. All right, so now that I got the cable cut, now I just kind of run it through my fingers and just work it out so it relaxes it somewhat. All right, I got the ferrule approximately where I want it. Not quite there yet. And the length is pretty much there. Got a little bit of a tag end. All right. Now having a tag end, there's just pros and cons. It gets snagged on shit all the time, but so be it. So I think the loop is where I wanted. I just wanted to focus on the memory. That looks pretty straight to me. All right. As close as I'm going to get it. Okay. But so now you went to all this trouble of making sure that the memory is as close as you can get it. But that all hinges on you pushing this ferrule exactly together without twisting. All right. The cables apart from each other. All right. So I'll take you through how I do it. Now, this is not exactly the best tool that you can use. This isn't the proper swager, by no means. This is a jerry rig, but I'm trying to get that as even as possible. This is how I do it. This setting right here, just gently, ever so gently, crimps it, okay? Because right now, I don't want these two cables to smash on top of each other, twisting them, okay? To make this uneven. So let's try this out. And you gotta, and you also have to be as level as possible, right? Because the pressure, like if you also turn this way or that way, it would change everything. See how it's almost crimping a little bit crooked there? But I'm gonna go for it anyways. I might have got lucky there. Let's do the end. Hopefully this is coming out on camera here. I want to adjust the camera here. Okay, let's try this again here. So it's not just, see, that's almost like crooked, eh? I'm doing it there, but it's so easy to do. It's so easy to just have it crooked. So I'm just gonna gently crimp it to not have them smash together and split apart. Now let's have a look here. That's nice. I'm happy with that. I'm sure people can do a way better job. But now, I'd like it a little bit tighter. But oh, see, I had a little bit of pull there. Now I'm going to have to go a little bit further to the next level. Now let's see if I bugger this up now. But I know that I'm going to have to go to this level, but I don't want to go to this level right away. I want to establish a consistency by just crimping it slightly at the beginning and reinforcing it at the end. So you're not just smashing it. All right? I'm happy with that. Now this is getting a little anal, guys. Like, honestly, you don't need to do this. It's just practice to understand the cable, right? As soon as you do your own snares, you're gonna have to do this, right? For instance, if you have a snare that's not falling perfectly, you're screwed. You're gonna be throwing that snare in the garbage, or else you're not gonna properly snare that coyote effectively. So this is not bad.